Welcome to my channel. Be sure to like and subscribe.
Hello, hello, hello. I pray that you're doing wonderful this morning, this evening, whatever time you get to watch this. I'm coming to you with another makeup tutorial. As you can see, the first thing I put on my eyes is a eye primer, and it's by Tarte. It's called Shape Tape. And next I went into that palette by Rimmel London, and it's called Spiced Edition. I absolutely love that palette. That palette. It is packed with beautiful fall, winter colors. It's very pigmented, but you do have to just continue to go over it. And the more you go over it, the more those colors will definitely pop. There's no name on the different colors, so that's why I'm not telling you the names. They're just a bunch of shades, and I purchased it from my local drugstore. That color is also from that same palette, Spice Edition. And I'm just going to keep pulling from there until I get to this little palette I purchased from Five and Below, and it's called Believe Beauty, and it's the palette is called Nearly Nude. So it's Believe Beauty eyeshadow palette, and it's just like a shimmery kind of copper color. And I'm just using my finger, as you can see, to really heat up that shadow and intensify it on my eye. Now I'm going in with that deeper kind of, it's like a brown or a brick color that's in that same Believe Beauty palette. And this is the star of the show, basically. Like, I'm just going to continue building on top of that on the side of my eye, just building until that color is just super duper intense. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to continue to blend. Now I'm using one of my favorite pencils by Wet n Wild, and it's in the color Simmer Brown Now. Simmer Brown Now. I remember in high school we used to say simmer down now. Okay. So yeah, so this foundation that I'm using is actually a combination of a color by IMAN. It's a deeper color, and I also mixed it with, I believe, one of my Fit Me foundations, the matte and poreless. But look at how silky that came out. It just came out so beautiful. I believe it was like three of them in the Sassy Chic little foundation that I usually get. So I just mixed all three, and that just gave me such a beautiful, just hydrated look. I just love it. So the concealer that I just put on is by I believe that's by Rimmel London as well. Yes, and it's called Stay Matte, and it's in the color Buff. And I love this concealer. It is very good. It's supposed to control shine for up to 24 hours and hide dark circles and imperfections. And even though my skin is dry, I still use this, and I love it. So I'm just setting everything where I put that concealer with the same loose finishing powder that I always use by Fit Me, and it's in the color 25 medium, and I like it because it has a little tint to it. And I'm just going over the and like contouring my cheeks and my forehead with that foundation from IMAN. And I'm just using that to kind of bronze my face, add some color back to my face, some dimension. And that is in the color Earth 1. So it's the IMAN foundation, the luxury concealing foundation, and the color Earth 1. And I love their foundations. They are so beautiful. It gives such a beautiful finish. And so here I'm just blending everything out, and now I'm going over where I did the contour with the setting, the finishing powder, also by IMAN in color Earth 1 as well. And now I'm setting my face with some foundation powder, and that powder is by Ruby Kiss. I absolutely love it. I get it from my local beauty supply store. It matches my complexion exactly. And I love to put it over my foundation to give me that additional coverage. And as you can see, I just went over my eyes again with that deeper color. Now I'm taking this concealer from out of a e.l.f. Contour palette, and I'm using the lightest color in there to just go under my brows. It's also going to serve as a highlight. Don't be scared. I know it's like, oh my goodness, this is super intense, but I'm actually just going to blend, and I'm going to go back into that Fit Me powder that I use to set my concealer and all, since I told you it's kind of tinted, and I'm putting that over top of that concealer to give me just a to tone that white kind of looking color and tone it down to a nice, color to transition to the shadow. And then I'll just continue to blend and make everything go in seamlessly, as you can see. Now I'm using this highlighter by Ofra, Ofra, and it's in the color Rodeo Drive. I love this. If the theme of your makeup is silver or gold, it's the perfect balance. Like, you won't tell if you're wearing gold. You see my gold earrings, you don't know. It just gives you that shimmer without being a silver or a gold. It's perfect. Now for this lipstick, I absolutely love these lipsticks. They are long lasting. That is some long wear lipstick. You can eat, you can talk, everything, and that's going to stay on. And that is actually by Maybelline New York as well. And it's in the color Fighter, I believe. It's the color Fighter or the color Globetrotter. One of the two. I have like two kind of orange colors. I apologize. Oh yes, it's I believe it's Globetrotter. Yes. No. Yes. So as you can see, I'm just basically making sure that there's no harsh lines, adding my mascara, putting a little bit on my lashes, not on the false lash, but just merging my lashes in, and we're done. This was super quick, super easy. You just continue to blend, continue to build the color, as you can see, down to the very last hour. All right. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial, this eye look. You all be blessed.